Jadyn Haywood is the guest today, the fastest flyer. We're so excited. Jadyn, thanks for giving us a few minutes.
Thank you for having me.
You've had an incredible year. I want to go back, though, to the start. When you were getting into track, and I guess maybe even before you got into track, when did you discover your speed?
I would definitely say, so I started track in 3rd grade, and I actually wasn't really a sprinter. I actually did high jump, but as I continued to do it, I would say freshman year was really when I discovered that I was pretty good at it. Let's say my first meet, I didn't really have any expectations. I kind of just ran, and I actually won the meet and broke the record. So that's when I really was like, oh, okay, I'm kind of good at this.
Now, you were an incredible athlete at Chaminade Julian, just down the road.
Thank you.
Soccer, basketball, all-league performer. And was track sort of like with a first place and another first place and records, like was that just kind of in your head of like, maybe I should think about doing this?
Yeah, I would say like, because soccer was my number one, but like winning state my freshman year, in the 4x1, that kind of just gave me some more confidence to really continue track. So.
You mentioned your passion for soccer and enjoying that growing up, and then also like excelling and playing in high school amongst soccer and basketball. From those other sports, have those helped you at all in being out on the track?
I would definitely say so. It definitely kept me fit. So I was in shape all year, so I would definitely say it did help me.
What's your favorite thing about track?
Ooh, I would definitely say just the people that you meet. They really, I know my teammates are very supportive, so I would say the people that you meet, and then also just that feeling of, like when you PR, that feeling is just, it's a very good feeling, so yeah.
You mentioned PR, and you've been able to get that feeling quite a few times throughout your career here at Dayton, and so many medals within the Atlantic 10, and this year especially quite a few school records. I come from a background of basketball and golf, to where like you kind of know when you're going to make a shot, or you hit something and you say like that's going to be the result. In action, when you get out of the blocks and you're looking at that finish line, do you have a feeling of like this is going to be really fast?
Honestly, I try not to think about PRing like before I run. I kind of just like to have a clear mind. But once that like gun hits, you just gotta go. And I feel like sometimes I can like tell. Usually I'm not tired afterwards. That's when I can tell if I PR'd or not, which is very weird. But yeah, I'll definitely say that. So.
Amongst track, I find it so interesting because you have 2 seasons, and you got the indoor and you got the outdoor. And obviously, in some regards, for what you do, like that distance changed of like a 60 to 100.
Yeah.
But are there other big differences that folks might not consider in the 2 seasons of running indoor compared to running outdoor?
Yeah, I would definitely say there's a lot of differences. A few of them would be the fact that the track is different. So in indoor, the track is smaller than what would be outdoor. And then also, like for the 200, it's a whole lap around. But for outdoor, it's just like that half lap. And then also the weather as well. The weather definitely plays a factor into outdoor. So.
Well, one thing I've learned in sort of following you with track is in the outdoor season, wind.
Yeah.
and because there's times even this year to where you've picked up records, and then they might not count towards that PR.
Right.
Is it easier or harder? And I guess that kind of just depends on where the wind's blowing.
Yeah. I'd say if it's like a headwind, that definitely is difficult. But a tailwind, it can be frustrating because you can run fast and then like it doesn't count. So like it's nice to have a tailwind, but at the same time you don't want too much wind.
Yeah, because that's going to hit your mark.
Yeah.
And we're all about those records.
Yeah.
I've mentioned a couple of your PRs this year, and especially the school record of the indoor 200, the outdoor 200. But when talking about like all those medals and the satisfaction of like hitting it, like, is it kind of challenging? Because you mentioned you never try to think about your PR, but it is always about trying to improve, right?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I would say once I like PR, I want to keep going. So I am like satisfied with the PR, but I also I have more left in the tank, if that makes any sense.
Well, it means a lot, and I know we're gearing up towards like sort of the end of the season. Earlier this spring, you were one of the Rising Star Award winners at the Rudy's, and rightfully so. Amongst like 4 times you've been named track performer of the week by the conference, and then I mentioned sort of your success out there and what you were able to do indoor, and now what you're doing outdoor. But I loved your speech at the Rudy's.
Thank you.
Because you got up there, you were quick, and you thanked Nate Seymour, part of the medical staff. And they're huge parts of like each and every team.
Yeah.
But they don't always necessarily get the recognition, just from your own experience of like, you know, giving Nate a shout out, like what he's meant and sort of what that crew means to your success.
Yeah. I would say they definitely mean a lot to me just because coming into college, I've already had like hamstring problems, but like as you gradually go into the years, you like more problems start to come up. So with them, like with treatment and stuff, they definitely have helped me continue to stay healthy. So it definitely means a lot because you really need treatment for running because your legs hurt, your arms hurt, back hurts, everything hurts. And so with the treatment, it definitely helps you continue to grow. So
the other part of that acceptance speech, you thanked Beyonce.
yeah.
Now, is that a part of the playlist, or was that sort of your teammates?
My teammates, so Anna Kessler and specifically, she was like, when you go up there, you gotta thank Beyonce. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna thank Beyonce. So I just snuck that right in there.
On the music front, though, is there a certain song that gets you pumped up in sort of your preparation and getting ready for meet day?
Yeah, honestly, so I used to listen to music all the time, but now I don't really listen to music as much before I run. But I would say one song in particular is Praise the Lord in Advance. So that one really gets me going, I would definitely say.
That's cool. You mentioned Anna Kessler. I think, you know, when you're focused on track, like you're out there and you have Dayton across your chest, but it's a lot different of an event of like in regards to team sport. But how exciting is it? Because I know Anna was a part of that 4x100 team.
Yeah.
And Sydney Workman and Liana Shakur, like of being able to be out there on the track with your teammates and setting a school record.
Let's say it feels really good. It's really fun when you are with your team and you set records. I think we've ran faster than last year, like every single time we've ran. So it's been really fun, and I really enjoy running with them.
For the team, and I know we mentioned those 4 in that relay squad, but everybody as a collective unit is there cheering each other on, and I thought that was cool to watch in like the first home meet on the indoor side. But like that is part of that team atmosphere of trying to be like a biggest fan, because at those meets you got time and you're just there cheering.
Right. I would say it makes me feel very grateful that I have the teammates that I have. Just because like when I'm done running, they'll like yell my name and congratulate me. So it makes me feel really good inside.
Out of the medals, out of the records, is there one thing in particular and sort of a favorite moment for your career and looking back to your speed and your stardom on the track?
I would definitely say last year at indoor. It was finals. It was the 200, and before then I kind of had a rough 60, and so I was kind of bummed. But then after my 200, I had ran a good time, and I believe I got second. And so my teammates were there to congratulate me, and I was crying because I was like, oh shoot, like it just gave me a confidence booster, really. And so yeah, I'll definitely say that was probably one of my favorite moments. It really felt nice to have them around me, and so yeah.
Amongst being part of this team, you're also in a unique spot because you're from Dayton.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the first question would be, what is it like being close to home?
Yeah, it feels really nice. It's very convenient because I can just go home for dinner whenever. But it feels really good to represent Dayton. Like, there's a lot of people that that are reaching out to me and congratulating me, and it's just really nice to be close to my family.
Now, the second question, amongst the team, are you like the official go-to in like activities in Dayton, Ohio?
Oh, yeah, I am. I would say and some of my teammates too, like, have kind of been to places that I haven't even been to, so we kind of like talk about that as well. But yeah, usually I am.
Jadyn, it's been so much fun watching you. Congratulations on a great year.
Thank you.
And best of luck. And we're cheering you on as we get closer to the finish.
Thank you.